226,000 Americans will be diagnosed with lung cancer this year. That's according to the American Cancer Society, and another 124,000 will die from it. That's 1 in 5 of all cancer deaths. But screening and awareness can save lives. Joining me now to talk about it is Maxey from Fort Worth. He's a lung cancer survivor and an advocate with the American Cancer Society. Rick, thank you so much for being with us this morning.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me. I'm honored to be here and represent American Cancer Society, especially during this month of the, lung cancer awareness. And it's an honor to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. And you have an interesting story because people, I think, assume lung cancer, oh, it's a smoker. You did not smoke. So tell us about your journey.
Yeah, I didn't come from a family of smokers. I wasn't around secondhand smoke. I was 29 years old, so I was young. I was working in my career in healthcare and traveling, and I began to have some symptoms where I was coughing up some blood each morning. Got to a point where there's a little more blood, so it kind of scared me. So I went to the doctor, went through a battery of tests, and got those 3 dreaded words that you have cancer. Oh. And I was blessed, though. I had a very treatable, everything was in my right upper lobe. It was encapsulated, didn't spread. So I got the treatment I needed. I had a wonderful support system. I had families and friends and an employer who gave me time off. And so my drive, though, is I know there are a lot of people who don't have that. And the American Cancer Society are one of the most important supports for people who have been diagnosed and for research. And I think the big thing today is talking about screening and getting people who are at high risk and those that even that aren't. If you show symptoms, listen to your body. If you're over 50 and you smoke or have smoked, start getting the screenings. I know it's scary, but if you catch it early, it can be curable.
Yeah, let's talk about that because it turns out that not a lot of people get screened.
Right.
Why is that, do you think?
I think a lot of it probably, in my estimation, is the fear. You know, I've known people who've smoked their whole lives. I've known people who have been diagnosed because of smoking. And I think a lot of it is the fear of the unknown. But I've also known people who've smoked their entire life and haven't had cancer. So the other thing is for the availability. And if they don't have insurance and that, but there are means and accesses out there for people to get the screenings that they need.
Yeah, and we know that since your battle with cancer, you've now made it a mission to talk about your journey, spread awareness. Why is that so important for you?
Just because I think I was so blessed, absolutely blessed. I tell people I'm a cancer survivor, but I don't feel like it because I didn't have to do the chemo and the radiation. And within 5 years of getting screened after my cancer, I'm back in the same percentile as you with probability of any kind of cancer. But so I tell everyone, and I joke about it with the people at American Cancer Society, my goal and my mission is to drive you out of a job and out of business. And the only way we can do that is for everyone listening to, number 1, do the screenings, get their stuff done. Number 2, support American Cancer Society. Donations, your time, do the Cattle Barons Ball, Cowtown Ball. I mean, you can make a huge difference without even having to donate money, but you can make a difference. And that's truly what we're here for and why we're here today is to, number 1, hopefully get people aware of what their potential are facing, and then number 2, get everyone involved in the American Cancer Society.
Absolutely, and there is hope, and you're proof of that. So thank you so much for sharing your story.
I'm honored to be here, and thank you so much.
Thank you.
I appreciate you.
All right, we'll be right back.